Hello friends, this is my second video for continuation of a previous video, that is migration of Active Directory from 2012 to 2016. So in this video I will be going to show how to transfer FSMO roles using GUI as well as CUI using command prompt, and we will demote the 2008 server and we will promote a 2016 server as an Active Directory server. So as already explained in my previous video, how to uh, how to promote an 2008 server as an Active Directory server, and how to add additional domain controller, and how to create users, how to create DNS roles, how to create DNS like forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone. So in this video we will go ahead and start migrating FSMO roles. So this is my existing server, existing 2008 Active Directory server. So we will check which server is having FSMO roles, which server is holding FSMO roles. So this is the server which is holding the FSMO roles, and I'm going to transfer the roles to this 2016 additional domain controller. So this is my additional domain controller. So I will be doing all activities from here. So before that, like how many methods we can follow to transfer the roles. Using the GUI, now we will be going to transfer three roles. We will be using Active Directory use in computers. Let me show you. Go to right click on domain controller, operations master. See, uh, from here we can transfer three roles, that is RID master, PDC emulator, and infrastructure master. So using graphical mode, it is very easy to transfer the roles, whereas for CUI we need to use few commands and transfer the roles. So simply clicking on change the role from here, from existing operations master to this one, it will simply, once you click this, the roles got transferred now. So all three roles got transferred now. If you run the same command, reddom fsmo, you're able to see that PDC emulator RID and infrastructure master are ADC001. So still AD001 holds two roles, that is Schema Master and Domain Naming Master. So to transfer Domain Naming Master, you need to go to Domains and Trust. Simply right click on that, and go to Operations, click Change, it's done. The leftover is Schema Master. We have a different methods apart from like a normal method as shown. We need to we need to register the schema DLL before uh, before we transfer the role. So we need to run the command reg32 svr mgm reg32 svr sch mmgmt. Simply we need to run this command from run switch. Okay, once you click enter, the DL gets registered. Once this is done, we need to go to MMC and we need to add the snap-in for Schema Master. Click OK, and you need to just click Operations Master and you need to click OK. So here it is showing as both as AD001. We need to connect the Schema Master. We need to change the Active Directory to ADC001. Just go to Operation Master and just click change. So that's what we need to do, and we can do the same from here too. Done. Now Schema Master is ADC001. You need to save it. If you run the same command, now we'll be able to see all roles are handled by ADC001. Okay, so now I will show how to run the same using command prompt using ntds util command, ntds utility. So here we'll type fsm roles. Okay, the syntax is wrong. We'll type roles connections connect to server AD001 with, here if you type question mark, it will give, like, it will try to help you like what command should be run to transfer the roles. So here we are able to seize commands and a few transfer commands. So the difference between seize and transfer is if the domain controller went offline and we are unable to bring it online, which is holding the FSMO roles, in that scenario we will use seize command. So on additional domain controller we will be running this command. So seize infrastructure master, seize naming master, seize PD simulator. So all these commands, so we can do that. And if domain control is online and we want to transfer the roles, we'll be using the commands transfer infrastructure master, transfer naming master, transfer PDC, transfer RD, etc. So simply typing this transfer PDC, the role will be transferred to AD001 back. So we don't want to do that now, as we already transferred the roles. Simply we'll quit. For that we need to check the server is a global catalog server or not. So make sure that the global catalog server is enabled, or else after you migrate after you transfer the roles, if you didn't enable it, you may face few issues. And one more thing you need to remember is, before you go for implement a change for transferring the roles, make sure that server is replicated with that domain controller fully. So if you are building a new additional domain controller and want to transfer the roles to ADC, make sure that it replicate for more than 24 hours, so that everything replicated up to date. So we won't be doing any changes here. Now the roles got transferred, so we need to do some changes over here. Just see in ec.com, we'll see to which IP it is going. So still it is going to AD001. So what we'll do is we'll take down the AD001, power down the server, or we may remove the server, demote the server. Just go to server manager and select active directory services and go to remove server role. It is going to run. Okay, so I want to check before going for running DC promo. I want to see all roles are on our additional domain controller. Yes, they are. So before we go and run the DC promo, we need to do we need to uncheck global catalog on this server. Just remove it. Then we'll run. So DC promo is not available from 2012 server. Click next. So delete the domain because the server is the last domain controller in the domain. If you select this, like the domain will no longer exist after you install domain controller. So we are not going to do this because this is not the last server in the domain. Click next. Okay, we'll give the credentials. This is a local administrator password. We need to set it for this server. Select this so that once it is demoted, it will have a reboot. Just pause the video. It will take some time. The DC promo completed and server got rebooted. Okay, the server is up. We log into server. So we are on client. We'll try to ping Active Directory domain controller ping abc.com. So it won't ping because the IP for this domain controller, additional domain controller, is 11, whereas previously we have configured domain controller as .10. So we demoted .10 now. What we can do is, once we log in, we can change the IP of the server, or we can simply shut down the server. We don't require that. We need to upgrade the IP to, I changed the IP of this server to 10. In general, in few scenarios, DNS server is maintained separately. So in that scenarios, we know it works fine without any issue. As the DNS server resolution is going to 10, we are getting the issue. So what we'll do is we'll change the promoted active directory server IP from 11 to 10. Remove this. Okay. Simply reboot the server, or we'll try one time. See, so we need to reboot the server. Wait till the server come up. Okay, the domain controller came up. Just log in. We check the DNS first. Okay, API got updated here. What reverse lookup? Yes. Here also. I will try to ping domain controller. Yes, it's pinging now. We'll try from client. Works fine from here too. Okay, you're able to see all roles on new domain controller, and everything looks fine. Okay, everything looks fine after I updated the IP. Thanks for watching. I think